Welcome to GenX Journeys, the podcast that's all about rediscovering, reinventing, and thriving. I'm your host, Paul Stressner, and if you're part of Generation X, this show's for you. We dive into real stories of resilience, reinvention, and personal growth, all while celebrating the past and charging full speed into the future. Whether it's nostalgia-fueled throwbacks, inspiring conversations, or motivation to help you level up, GenX Journeys is here to remind you your best days are not behind you. They're happening right now, and you're just getting started. So let's get into it. Hey everybody, welcome back to GenX Journeys. I'm your host, Paul Stressner, and I'm a writer, a runner, and a fellow Gen Xer on a mission to prove that it's never too late to rediscover yourself and reinvent and thrive. And before we dive in, I like to start each episode with something I'm grateful for. And for this week, I'm grateful for finishing the Marine Corps Marathon. Woo. Oh, I don't know if this is going to work with my background. I got my medal.
Oh, wow.
And as some of you may or may not know, I attempted it last year, and this you had to make a cutoff at a certain time, and I didn't make it last year. I was unaware of that cutoff, and I found out I missed it by 7 minutes. And one of the issues was I had been injured for most of the training, and so I didn't start training until a month and a half before. So I did what I could, stayed healthy this year throughout my whole training, and I was able to finish it. And then in the meantime, I also found out there was another cutoff I had to make, and I made that in plenty of time. So I'm so grateful I was able to finish. I'm grateful for all the support and love that I got from everybody. So so thank you for everybody for that. And that was definitely one of the toughest challenges of my life, both like physically and mentally. That it was brutal. So it reminded me that perseverance pays off, and I just trusted the process, and I was able to do it even at some points where I didn't think I was going to be able to do it. And speaking of perseverance, today's guest is living proof that it's never too late to grow, evolve, and make an impact. You can go back and listen to Terry Yoffe on the episode of when this was Inspiring Journeys back in May of 2024. And Terry is a 3-time certified international business and communications coach who's been helping people break through barriers for more than 20 years. She's lived a life full of reinvention, from corporate world to entrepreneurship to coaching and even podcasting. And at 83 years young, she continues to inspire others and to step into their power and purpose. So, Terry, it's great to have you back on GenX Journeys. Thank you for coming by.
Thank you, Paul, and congratulations. So,
thank you.
What you just talked about with your marathon, I listened to Coach Michael Burt.
Oh, yeah.
Every morning he sends a ditty, and he always says, movement starts it and discipline finishes it.
Yeah.
And there you go. Movement started it for you and discipline finished it.
Oh, I like that.
And you succeeded. So it's for everybody, You got to move, but you got to have discipline. You got to have consistency.
Yep. That's the thing. I was consistent through this whole process too. So that's just, yeah. And I was really sweating it. I was getting worried that I wasn't going to be able to finish. And I just wanted to show everybody that's never too late to accomplish a goal like this. I was stressing out, but I stuck with it, used my discipline. And
right.
Yep, you're right.
You're never too old or you're never too late
to
go after what you want.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. I know Definitely. That for a fact.
Before we dive in more, do you have something that you're grateful for today you'd like to mention?
Yes, I am very grateful for being here with you, number one. Number two, I'm very grateful that I am now stepping into the world of speaking.
Yeah.
Grateful that I was able to have 2 virtual talks. And on Saturday, I will have a stage talk. So I am grateful that I'm still crushing it at my age, whereas most people my age are retired or maybe gone. But that's how I live my life. It's movement, discipline, and consistency.
Definitely. Oh, I love that. For sure. Yeah, and I was going to ask what's one way you've reinvented yourself again since our last chat, but it sounds like you're doing a lot more speaking now than the last time you were
Oh
here.
gosh, I
So,
don't even remember the last time. So reinventing myself. I've been reinventing myself, I think, my entire life without realizing it,
mm-hmm.
right? I started out as a stuttering young girl that had felt unworthy, unloved, and I had to go through many iterations to even start to find out who I was. And at each step, I kind of reinvented myself.
Mm-hmm.
In all the years, I reinvented myself when I went into sales by saying yes to a sales job that I didn't have any sales training, but I said yes, and it worked out. I reinvented myself in the X years that I was in sales. I did phenomenally well. Who knew? And then reinvented myself in starting my own business, and then went into coaching at 60. Boy, did I have to reinvent myself.
Yeah.
And having a podcast at 78. It's in the top 1.5% globally as per Listen Notes.
Mm-hmm.
And just recently going to speaker school and reinventing myself as a speaker. So we can have many reinventions.
Yeah.
And it's all a mindset. That's what reinvention is.
Yep, for
How
sure.
do you reinvent yourself? You can't just take a new job. It's like going from the janitor to CEO. You can't step into CEO with the same mindset as a janitor, so to speak. You have to reinvent who you are, what you are.
I know that a lot of people, especially Gen Xers, if you're feeling stuck,
Mm.
where should they start when they want to pivot? What motivated you to make these changes? You just felt it was ready. How would you help people that they feel like they want to do something but they're afraid to?
Yes, they're afraid to. When a client is 40 years old and says it's over for them,
Mm-hmm.
or I've done this, so I can't go on and do anything else. That's just words coming out of their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
40 years old, my goodness. I would say take a step back, really, to start and figure out what voice is telling them you're too old. That's the ego
Mm-hmm.
telling them what you've been doing is safe. Stay there. Stay on that road, which is not true. I have young clients who are Gen Xers who were in a specific space. And when we got finished, they moved into a whole new area that they never thought about.
Mm-hmm.
There is so many options if you don't listen to the voice that says, example is my stepping into selling at 40. The woman hired me knowing I had no sales experience, but I had fashion. The old me would have said, oh no, you can't do that. What are you, crazy?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to fail. You better stay with what you know. Instead, I said yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes to something new. And sure enough, I spent the next 12, 15 years being a top producer in sales. Who knew? But I opened the door to trying it. And if I can impart anything for Gen Xers who have a lot going on, they want to change direction, they have family pressures.
Mm-hmm.
Take a step back, think about it. Don't bunch everything together. Don't look at it as Mount Everest. which, I know someone that climbed it, but none of us are climbing Mount Everest, but take one molehill at a time and look at it. Okay, I want to make a career change. Where do you want to make a career change? What does that mean to you? What do you want to go into? What skills do you already have? Because we all have bankable nuggets, as I called, skills that we've developed. And what am I missing? What do I need to learn to go from point A to point B? How do I get there?
Yeah, because at midlife, we've already, accomplished so much. So we take what we learn and we just add to it. So,
to me, 50s is young. I made so many career changes. At 60, I started coaching.
Yeah.
I mean, I chose to do it. And it was a lot of work, the learning.
Yep.
And then I went on for certification, not just a certificate. And I went on to get, 3 certifications. So here I am, always the oldest person in the room.
Yeah.
Doing what younger people were doing. Who cared? I don't attach age to learning and growing and transforming.
Yeah, yeah.
So many people say, oh my God, I'm 78 years old. A podcast? The voices, what are you, crazy? There are so many out there. Why are you doing it? I didn't listen to anyone. I just said, okay, I'm doing it. And I'm about to step into year 5, doing phenomenally well.
Yeah.
So look at what you miss out on if you don't take the first step and try. Is it perfect? No. No, no, no. Don't let perfection get in the way of moving forward in a career. It takes one step. That's it. One step.
Yeah, because time's marching on anyway. So if you don't start now, where are you going to be?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you look back and say, oh, shucks, why didn't I do that? Try to live with no regrets that you could have had an influence over. Is it easy starting over? Not really. However, if you start with one step at a time and just focus on going forward, and you have a commitment, and you're consistent, and you've got discipline, and you put the work in, you will get there.
Yeah, one thing that Gen Xers have a reputation for, they say that when we were teenagers, we were like 30-year-olds. And now that we're in our 50s, early 60s, we're still like 30-year-olds. Like when we were younger, that's when our parents were both of our parents were going to work. So we kind of like, for the most part, a lot of us like latchkey kids. And you figure out things on your own. You get creative and everything. And we've gone through a lot of changes from like rotary phones to now we have these cell phones, smartphones and everything. So I think our curiosity also helps. And I think that curiosity would also help moving into, a next stage of your life, a new level.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And honestly, between like each of us, I think, like I said, the age is just a number. I feel like we're younger than people that are half our age because a lot of them have given up in their 30s and 40s. They get stuck in these ruts, and we're moving on and taking on new challenges and keeping us young. So I feel like mentally and emotionally, we're still young, and that helps.
Right, absolutely. And they have so much more available to them. And believe it or not, companies need older people where they can, integrate the younger people with the older people who bring wisdom and knowledge and X years of experience to a job or a career that young people can learn from and be inspired.
Yeah. How do you deal with the setbacks now compared to when you were younger?
I think I had a lot of setbacks. I got fired many, many times, years and years ago. And unfortunately, I didn't have any time to have a pity party, if you will, because I had rent to pay. I had to just get up and get out there and keep going. And I think I look at now setbacks is not really setbacks, but maybe redirection. I was in the fashion business working for fabric companies. I got fired from one, two, and the last one really was a redirection because I never went back to that type of work. It gave me time to reevaluate, and my job in media sales came up. So that was a redirection. I went on a whole different path. So I would look at setbacks, not as setbacks, but as redirection, or the universe kind of closing a door and saying, okay, find another path for yourself. And that's what I did. It's so weird. As I was packing up to leave my last fashion job, so to speak, somebody I knew walked by my office and said, I'm so sorry. I'm sure we're going to see you in Women's Wear Daily. Fast forward, that was my first sales job at Women's Wear Daily.
Oh, wow.
There it was, the universe telling me, this is where you're going. Of course, she didn't know it, and I didn't know it at the time. But as I think back, that was it. So I would not look at setbacks as setbacks. Think of it in a different mindset, as redirection. You're being asked to look elsewhere that fits who you are today or who you will be, who you're going to grow into. So we all have different stages of growth, right?
That's right.
And when I started in sales at 40, that was my redirection. From there, I went to a big magazine company for 11 years and then started my own rep company before that shifted. And I had to think, where was I going to go? And through my years of therapy, I thought I would become a therapist. However, I didn't do that, but I found coaching, a kissing cousin, 22 years ago.
And you're still at it.
So, yes, life has a very interesting way of moving us in a direction if we listen. And what happens, because there's fear, people hold on to that trapeze. They don't want to let go. So when you don't let go, nothing happens. You stay stuck. And it's only when you're willing to let go before you get to the next trapeze and let that in between guide you. Even though you're scared to death, that's where the movement happens. That's where you get to see yourself. It's about getting out of your comfort zone and being willing to see what's there. And fear, comfort zone, it's the same. You don't move. You just stay in the same place and you get the same thing.
Yes. And if there is a setback, such as losing a job, that's actually more of an opportunity to to make the change. That's
Exactly.
you could say that's the universe, kind of pushing you to
It's
go where you're meant to
nudging
be.
you to
Yep.
say out time,
Mm-hmm.
however it comes.
Yep. You've helped a lot of clients transform. Do you have any stories of any that still move you, that you saw the success of somebody that's like stands out?
I have a pretty good track record of people that I've helped. I think one was a woman that worked for a company, and she had a fear of going in and asking for what she wanted. That's a lot of people don't know how to speak up.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know how to ask for what they want. So we spent 6 months strategizing about how she can feed her boss information that will slowly have them come to the realization that they needed her.
Oh, I like that.
And we worked on that, and it was kind of drip, 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 drip. And then when she finally went in and asked, she got it. She got it because she had slowly been letting her know how valuable she was to their organization. It was a small company.
Mm-hmm.
And if she left, what it would do to that company. And she did. And she got everything she wanted. And then at some point, she left. But it taught her how to speak up for what she wanted. So many people you wouldn't imagine have decent jobs in a company and don't know how to advocate for themselves. That's a big one.
Well, that make me think that's another form of consistency. Like you say that she was consistent with, over those 6 months, getting those drips in and everything. So yeah, it's
exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You have to know the lay of the land, where you fit into this picture, and what's stopping you from going from point A to point B.
Yeah.
Both personally and professionally. Right. Everybody has their setbacks, their pain points, if you will, that they stop right there on the edge of that because they can't go any further. And it's finding out more about what is it? What's the pain point? What's the fear? It's really, and you find those answers on the inside, not out there.
Mm-hmm.
You have to turn your eyes inward to really look at what is stopping you. There's always something. It's not black and white.
Yeah, that's so true. Look inside yourself. You can't let outside forces, tell
nothing.
you. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You can't look out and say, I want to make changes. Okay. Out there's not going to make the changes for you, but inside will.
Yeah, again, you can't go listening to people that are saying, you're too old to be doing that or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have friends that look at me cross-eyed.
Yeah.
It's a matter of, it's personal, really. It's not a group agreement, if you will. How many hands think that Terry should or shouldn't go to speak? That's not how it works. If I had listened to everyone along the way that said, how many people think Terry should become a coach at 60? How many people think Terry should have a podcast at 78? Or speak at 82? You can't look other than yourself. You have to make the decision what's right for you. It's not a committee agreement.
Yeah, because the idea that comes in your head that you want to tackle this next thing, that's yours. That's not somebody else deciding for you. So this is inside of you for a reason. So yeah, so you need to listen to yourself, because I know also like you said, with the speaking of people, family or friends might be protective of you, and which could also hold you back if you listen. So
Yeah,
listen to that voice inside of you.
right. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to do what's best for you. If you want something, go after it.
Yep.
Go after it. What's the worst that can happen?
Mm-hmm.
If that doesn't work, you'll be guided somewhere else.
Right. Yep.
It's like I wanted to be a therapist because I spent so many years in therapy many years ago. I loved working on myself, the human mind,
Mm-hmm.
but everyone's got the same mindset. There's no difference. The mind is there for one reason, and that's to keep you safe, the ego.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And I really loved it. However, I needed too much more schooling to do that. So I found coaching. I was directed to coaching
Mm-hmm.
22 years ago.
Which you're making an impact in people's lives, and
I hope so.
Yeah.
I think I am.
Yeah.
I think I am.
Yeah. I know you are, and
Yeah.
and it's those little pivots, and it's probably even better than what you would have imagined. And even just taking these steps, that you discover things that you would have never even conceived before. So, yeah. But when I first started blogging, I would have never imagined podcasting, but it ended up turning into podcasting and different podcasts, my running journey. So yeah, these things I would have never thought of before. So you just need to take those first steps.
Exactly.
Get some momentum going. Yeah. So what's next for you? Do you have any projects? You got more speaking events coming. Like, is that the 1% that you're doing this weekend? No, it's a different one. Okay.
I was not invited to that one.
Okay.
I am doing, Giovanni Ramirez is doing the Think Positive conference in Stamford, Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really a wellness conference. And I'm so excited to be able to be part of it and to talk about inspiration and where I started. And, the question I get asked is, how did you do it? How did you go from broken to unstoppable?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be adding my venture and my journey.
Oh, love it.
Letting people know what kind of takeaways they can have. How did I do it? What's there to learn?
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah,
excited.
Yep. Hey, your podcast is still going strong.
My podcast, I'm ending my 4th year and deciding how to move forward in my 5th year. It's a decision for me to make at this moment in time.
Yep. I love that. And I was a guest on there recently this year. So. Extraordinary work. So.
You were. Extraordinary Work, Conversations About Creating Change.
Mm-hmm.
Paul was a guest, and you can go to Extraordinary Work, Conversations About Creating Change, and find Paul's podcast, which we talk about Gen X a lot. So feel free.
Yep. Yeah, you have amazing guests on there. I love it. And
yes.
We'll have a little fun now. So what's your all-time favorite music artist or group? Or you could name a few of them if you like.
People are going to laugh at me, but I still like Barbra Streisand.
Oh, why people laugh about that? Yeah, she's a legend.
I love her. I unfortunately don't know a lot of the newer groups.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, me neither.
I don't listen that much. The one thing I did start doing this year, maybe 6 months ago, is I meditate in the morning. So that's something new for me. I used to years ago, and I stopped, and I just picked that up again, which is really helpful. But musical groups, I'm not that hip. To be honest.
All right. And this should be an interesting one. And who was your celebrity crush when you were younger? And the past couple of guests that I've had on said Joey Lawrence, so I'm kind of hoping that you're not going to be hopping on that bandwagon too.
No, not at all. Gosh, I don't really think I had crushes on actors or any celebrity in that arena. Mm-hmm. I had my own issues with real life. Real life people. I didn't have to look to some celebrity.
You weren't passing out at any Beatles concerts or anything?
No. I never liked big crowds.
Oh, yeah.
As a matter of fact, big crowds turned me off. So I must have had a fear of them. Too many people packed into one place. I mean, I'm a bit OCD myself, and I remember once we went to Chiang Mai in Thailand, and we rode elephants, and all I could think about was, okay, what if the elephant falls? How am I going to survive? How do I jump off before I get crushed to death? So, nobody else would think of that. Maybe they do, but that was what I thought about. Here I'm riding this huge elephant thinking, okay, what if he stumbles? What if he falls? Then what? So.
Not if I fall off, it's the elephant fall.
Well, or I didn't even think, if I fall off, I'm gone. The height was too much. No. I knew I wasn't going to.
That's so funny.
Yeah. That's my mindset. I'm a little OCD when things come up.
I love it.
That's my fault. That's one of mine.
Oh, I love it. So would you like tell people where they can find you, get a hold of you?
I would be very happy to. Really, if you want to have a conversation, if anything I said today struck a nerve with you, you can reach out at terry@trycoaching.com. My website is trycoaching.com, and I'm very happy to say it is in the process of being redone. It should be redone before November is over. Okay. And if you want to have a listen to any of my podcasts, it's Extraordinary Work, Conversations about Creating Change. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's amazing.
Thank you, Paul. Yeah. It was a pleasure. It's always lovely seeing you, knowing you, and what you do to create change, for sure.
Oh, thank you so much. And I'm sure you've inspired a lot of people to listen to themselves and follow their dreams. So,
right. That's true.
Not be afraid to take chances.
Yes, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you so much. And thank you, everybody, for listening. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
And remember,
be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes!
Sit, Lizzie, sit. Good dog.